Good evening, friends. Wish you a happy Friday. So, the topic that I have picked up for today is again one of those things that has been more like in my blood since my childhood, and that is the fear of rejection. And that I'd say is the worst of all the fears, not because it inflicts any pain in you, it's only because of this particular attribute that one might have. It makes you lose a lot of opportunities in life, because what happens in these cases is, this exists in people who are deep thinkers and very emotional. Because what we generally do is we keep thinking of the pros and cons of various things. We do the thinking on behalf of the other person too, and that leads us to a situation where more than half of the times we are not vocal about things that we really want in our lives, because the only thing that comes to our mind is, what if we express and the other person says no? In that case, it's a deep damage that would be created to our heart, which definitely would happen. But then my only learning is that by not talking about things and by not being vocal about your wants, you are losing on all those chances where the answer from the other person could have been yes. We've all studied mathematics, so probability is one thing that we should think about in such scenarios, because unless and until we take a chance, there is no way that we'd get a positive response. So, as simple as that, by talking about things, you would increase the chance of you getting a yes by 50%, and that is a very good result, I'd say. So, this is one thing that I've learned, that one must voice out anything that's there in your heart, in your mind, in your professional as well as personal life. From simple things like asking for a leave from your boss to the biggest things of your life, like expressing your love to somebody, knowing that the worst that could happen is the other person would say no. Now, that is a learning, but then the most difficult part is the implementation of this learning. Because, when you contemplate yourself, when you think about situations and, you do the thinking and talking on behalf of the other person, because that's what happens if, if I say, for example, if I was to go out with any of my friends, and just before I could ask for that, I would do that homework. Okay, if I ask out to dinner, the person is going to say this, then I'll have to say this, and the person has to say this. So all that dialogue writing is done there in my head, and the outcome is that, okay, what if the person says no? In that case, I will just discard the entire conversation, and I would not even express that. And that we find very easy, because people like us are more into our shells, and that's an easy thing, because you're hearing a no, but then no has come from you, it hasn't come from the other person. But still, you did feel bad about it. What would happen when you express it to the other person? If the person says yes, you'd be very happy. The person says no, that is going to be a very difficult task to accept the no. And that is the only thing, other than making yourself that confident to be able to talk about your feelings, your wishes to anybody. So what I feel that I would be doing going forward, because I've learned the lesson, so what I'm going to do is express myself in the most confident and expressive and heartful way, and then be prepared for the worst at the same time, because that is going to benefit me a lot. Because I'm sure that all my life I might have lost, definitely have lost a lot of my opportunities where I did not even take a chance. Maybe, when I sit back and think, I feel that, that could have been a yes, if only I had said it to the person. And it does happen now when I've started. It's just been a couple of days, but then when I've started doing it, it's so strangely happy feeling, and a feeling of triumph in that case, because amazingly people do behave differently than what you perceive them to behave like. So give up the perceptions, give up your fears, talk it out, and be prepared to take a no, which anyways had been a no if you had not talked about it. So that is the thought for the weekend. I wish you all a very, very happy weekend. Enjoy your life with your family, spend good time, keep that love growing in the family. That's all. And love you all, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm really obliged. Thank you.